Again, we are about to meet the coming year, the new year of 5778, Tafshin Ayin Chet. Rosh HaShanah, the Jewish New Year, is actually not named this way in the Torah. The Torah does not speak, does not write about Rosh HaShanah. The Torah writes about the day of remembrance and the day of the shofar, of blowing of the shofar, Yom Teruah and Yom Zichron Teruah. God is talking about the day of judgment. God is judging the world. God is judging His creation to see in which way, how much the civilization, His creation, has the human being has come forward, has gone backward. And this is the central idea of Rosh Hashanah, of blowing the shofar. 2 days ago, I was watching the presentation of the new products of the Apple company, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and iPhone X, iPhone 10. And I was listening to those presenters in the Steve Jobs Theater, how they presented their product like with such superlatives. It was the greatest thing ever created, and there's nothing like that. And this innovation is unbelievable, and I just didn't like the sound of it, of those presenters using those superlatives to describe the product. I went back and I looked at the presentation of the first iPhone 10 years ago by Steve Jobs, which was a really remarkable revolution, the way humankind communicated with each other. And I looked at how this genius presented his creation, his revolution, without those extraordinary words, without those words which described, it just factually explaining exactly what his product is going to be able to do, what was impossible to do until now. And I thought to myself, this is really a lesson for all of us. The shofar is a very primitive, one of the earliest musical instruments created in this world. It's most probably 4,000 or 5,000 years old. And it's quite primitive, but it was a revolution. And this shofar sounded when the Jews made a revolution, when the Jews gathered at the Sinai mountain and became the nation of the Torah by accepting the Torah. The shofar is maybe a primitive instrument, but it brings us back to our roots, to our inner self, to our inner truth. Is reminding us that we have to come back at every first day of the year, trying to find the pinpoint, the truth in our inner self. So it's maybe like the first iPhone, which today is outmoded. The new iPhones are much better than the old ones, but this first iPhone was really a revolution. So the shofar calls us to remember where we came from, remember our mission in this world, and also to know that at one time or another we have to face the truth and not the imaginary world we have created for ourselves with all the superlatives and all the great words we're using, that how great we are, how wonderful we are, how exceptional we are, but we should really look at the truth. So this we can do with the help of listening to the shofar. I wish you all a wonderful new year very meaningful Rosh HaShanah, Shana Tova u'Metuka.